Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. We're going to play some more Out of War. I really do like this game. I'm just not good at it. So be warned. We did play the Scandinavian map and I just made all kinds of mistakes. So we're going to start a new map here. We're not even going to go back to that one. Uh, I'm going to go ahead and got no saves. We're going to create a new game. Um, Probably should be playing an easier map to start with, just since I'm not good at what I've got going on or whatever. But um, I'm going to do the Forest Hills, and we're going to leave it on standard, and we're going to just start with the 400,000 there. So guys, make sure you leave a comment to help me out here after you watch the video. Give me some tips, pointers. I need it, and I do appreciate it. Again, I'm just not good. I also tried to play the game with a controller, and I can't figure out the camera settings. Um, you know, um, so I don't know. I want to get into some trees, but I also want some hills. So let's go downhill here. We'll hit a few trees on the way, possibly. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. So we'll go down here in this little area down here. All right, so let's go ahead. Pretty flat down here, which is nice. Okay, so we're going to go to the store here. Let's sell our slow pickaxe and our slow shovel, and let's get the fast pickaxe and the fast shovel, because we're going to need those. Even though that's $12,000 right off the rip, we're going to need those. And then we're going to need to get a workbench, right? Let's get this going. Really, probably need a couple of these, just because the processing is so slow. So we're going to drop out a couple of these. I don't know how to split this. So we'll start just going to make all wood beams, and then let's get some more wood here for the other one. It takes quite a while. The processing time is very slow. Trees will grow back as well on the topsoil. Alright, and let's turn this one into planks. But if you look, that's 7 minutes. And this is another you know, 7 minutes or whatever. So just run around here in a circle and just kind of expand out from the center there and clear them as we go. This is pretty clear this way, so maybe put the production plant this direction. We can also sell wood and planks and beams. There's also other things we can buy that will just generate money over time. Let's take a look at that. It's a one-time investment that'll generate money. Alright, so there should be a way to split this. Maybe not, I don't know. Let's turn this into like 25. There we go. We still got 7 left. We can pull those out. Move those over here. Just make more beams. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some more. I want to dig this direction here with these towards the hill here, and there's a big clump here and some hills here, so let's clear these trees over here. Alright, let's work it. Let's go ahead and start getting the plant set up here. I want to build some floors. I'm not sure what we need for that. So let's start with this one here. All that production is still full, so let's go to this one. All right, what do we need for floors? Just beams, huh? Oh, you need planks and, okay. So the only thing that needs sheets is the fire tower, so we're not going to make any of those. So let's do that. Let's grab our inventory from this one here. And move it over to this one. Let's cancel this 7. And then what we'll do, let's make some wood floors. Okay. So let's make some wood floors. Let's make some wood blocks. So blocks. Alright, so and we'll go ahead and queue those up. Let that start going. Let's go get some more trees. Again, I'm going to start digging this direction first, so let's go this way. Yeah, guys, I really do like this. Oh, I said I was going to start setting up the production. I really need to do that as well. Let's grab a few more here. Yeah, I wish I was good at this game. I really do. The best way to get good at stuff is to play it. You can also watch videos. Alright. Let's take it. $25 is 4 minutes. All right, let's see what we can got going on over here. Oh, we got some wood floors. Let's wait for this last floor to go. All right, let's take these. Let's go ahead and queue up those. That's 6.5 minutes to queue up those 41. Okay. So what I want to do is we'll put a floor under this. We'll start building a work spot here in a few, but let's start. Where are we going to start dumping our processing plant, right? And do we want we're going to need a hopper, right? We're going to need power. Should we go ahead and invest right away in a wind turbine? Maybe. What's a wash plant do? A wash plant only does pay dirt, and then everything comes out at the end. What about what's a trommel do? A trommel sorts out dirt and pay dirt out the bottom or out the back, right? And everything else goes out the front. Okay, let's buy one of those. sluice box takes in pay dirt, collects all the ore, and sends out the dirt, which is fine. And then we want at least one storage. All right, let's take a look here. Now, do I want to do snap build or grid build? Snap build will kind of let you place it I don't know which way this stuff's coming out. I don't see an arrow. Snap build will kind of let me put it wherever I want here. As long as it's not on me. Or do we want it like this direction to load it? Now. Or do I want it, do I want this grid build, which will snap it to the grid? Okay. Problem is our conveyor is a little, if we're doing that, it's a little under the weather there, underground. I see. Yeah, that's we want to do snap build. We're not going to want it to be under the free build. Kind of do our own thing here. Try that. I thought this connected to this. Doesn't just snap right on here. Maybe we want snap build. There we go. All right. Okay, that'll give us free juice. And turn it on because it just doesn't matter. So we're only doing 142 and this thing produces 800. So we're good there. Okay. So we're going to want our trommel next, but we're going to have to raise this thing up to do so. Let's do a up 8x6 here. Let's go ahead and get one straight. So we're going to want to put the straight on next, right? Because we need to have enough room because the pay dirt and stuff is going to come out the bottom, right? So if we look at our trommel, the pay dirt's going to come out the back the same way as it's coming in, and then everything else is going to keep going forward. So we're going to want I don't know if we want a left or a right, honestly. Okay. Now we're going to want the sluice box. And then we're going to want the storage, right? Because the sluice box is that what we bought? So dirt's coming out and it's going to hold all the ores, and then everything else is going to come out here. So for right now, all we need here is a storage to try to catch everything else. And it looks a little ridiculous. It's funny because it's still showing me the sluice box information. Okay. So again, that's just going to hold everything, right? Oh, wait a minute. Is there more than one type of storage? What am I missing here? Doesn't seem right to me. Stuff's going to fly out the back of storage? That doesn't make sense to me. I'm very confused. Alright, let's see. Again, we need to support all of this. Get this looking nice. Okay. All right, let's see here. All right, so we got everything queued up here. Let's take the resources and we'll put them in the other one and see what else we can. Still generating stuff there. So it looks like these are just beams. So let's cancel this. let's do 15s. Let's do 15 beams, 15 floors, and then it's one beam left. So that's all we can do there. Let's put these over there and go ahead and queue up more planks. Plank seems to be like what we're short on here, so. Okay. Now, if I want to snap build onto the back of this, is that going to let me snap build on this? No. Okay. We'll move those workbenches over here once they're done. Well, that did snap. That absolutely did snap. Now what we'll do is we'll bring this out and then we'll get it underneath and then we'll know where we need to go there. So let's, I know I'm probably driving a lot of you guys crazy and I apologize. But that did snap, so let's, we just got to get it lined up correctly here. That snapped too, that's nice. I'm not sure why it's offset there. That's really not bothering me too much. Do we have any more floors? We do not. We're making wood blocks. Let's cancel those. Let's make some more floors. All right, so. All right, that's good for now. Let's can we buy some equipment? We got 290,000. The cheapest we can do is 46,000. Can we get a truck? I don't know if that holds any. Does this hold dirt? Truck used to transport and dump mined materials. I don't know if that, I don't think that would reach the 180 would leave us 110,000. Capacity 7.3. Capacity 6.5. Let's buy the cheapest we can do. And then got enough to get a rock truck. Let's try it. So the goal will be, again, let's see how it goes. I don't know if we're set up correctly here. Let's see if we got some more. Get the autosave going. Okay. All right, let's drop these down. We're going to need fuel as well. Alright. The goal will be to take the rock truck and dump it into here. Is that going to work? Or is that going to make one hell of a mess? Might need to raise this up. Might need to raise this up. We're going to try it once. So my goal will be to make this as simple as possible, literally by straight forward and straight back. A little bit on a hill there, a little too far up, huh? Alright, so what is it here? W, S, A, and D is the drive. Shift W is up, right? So Shift S will be to lower the bucket. Shift A will be to tilt it. Shift D will be to lower it down. Alright, so we want Shift S, right? And we want Shift W. Hold the right click and then let you shift. do we want? Shift D. Alright, so that was not ideal. But we're into something there. Alright, so let's see if this is going to dump all over this or go in. Alright, so what do we need to do to dump? Shift. Understand it's not shifting, it's it's moving the camera. Alright, let's vehicle. What do we want? Truck. Truck bed up. Shift plus, let's do F. Now, I'll probably want to do shift bed down, right? We're going to make that G. Parking brake is on. Alright, so I'm not seeing a bunch of dirt here, which is good. Alright, so we didn't get any pay dirt, right? So there's 2 dirt here. And we got a bunch of coal, which is good. And nothing came out, so. Okay, so the process itself is actually working, which is nice. If only I could drive and do all that stuff. So we are going to need a fuel station. Okay, so we're out of productivity over here, which is fine. Let's load our stuff up here. I could have combined them, huh? Let's take what we got here. And then let's queue up. We're going to need blocks, and we're going to need... Oh, that's going to use all of our materials. So we're going to need some beams. Let's get off of that. So let's grab some material. So we found some coal right by the thing there. Now there's probably a way, I mean, I'm sure there's a way, not probably, where we could just be dumping that right into a hopper and conveyor that right over to that other hopper. And we didn't fill the truck up, obviously. I just wanted to see if the truck would not dump all over the place, and it didn't seem to. Alright, we got over 50 here. Let's head back. We do need to get some blocks under this. So we'll use what we got here. So what I'm doing is I'm doing snap build. And then once we get them there, we can... Has anyone ever used a light? I don't know. I haven't used it. I probably could have just sold it, cleared up that space in my inventory. Is that going to clip in? Let me see. No, that's fine. We'll get all that built up there. We got some more floors. Alright, let's go ahead and move this stuff over. Now, if you destroy something with anything in the inventory, does it automatically just go in your inventory? If you know, let me know. Okay. So let's So it looks like we got a lot more planks than beams. So let's just start off with planks. Get all that queued up. We can't queue any of that up we want. We're going to wait for beams. So Okay. Oops. All right. Looking a little more legit. Let's get back to putting some floors down here. Hit these lower sections first here. Alright, well, what I can do is I can bring the loader over here and hit this too. We're going to need some fuel, so I want to go this way a little bit, put the fuel over here. So I probably could have done that sooner than later. Oh, wrong one there. Alright. Let's get rid of this daggone light. It's just taking up inventory. We can sell this dirt as well. We'll just sell that. And let's get, we don't want a fuel truck. We just want, what was it under factory? Equipment. Oh, we can buy ore? Okay. That's good to know. Oh, I kind of didn't mind it where it was at there. There we go. Sunk down in a little bit, but that's okay. Alright. The camera, pretty noisy. The camera is part of, I mean, I can't drive. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I can. But the camera is part of the problem as well. Okay, so we refueled. That did cost us some cashola. like how the coal is kind of a different texture. And I'm not sure what we use the coal for. So what I can do, again, it's the camera that sometimes can be difficult for me here. If you hold the mouse, you can adjust it, but you got to hold the right mouse to keep wanting to hit shift when I'm supposed to be just driving. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. That was interesting. That's what we're going to call it, interesting. need to make this a little wider too. Alright. All right, let's dump again. I don't think we're full. I think that was 3 scoops or 4 scoops. So we could have got one more. For sure. And then I got the Shift F as the raise, right? So again, we're not into any pay dirt yet. We do got 507 dirt here. And we're getting some coal. Doesn't look like we got that much coal that time. We're going to need lots of beams. So I think I did that the opposite last time. You guys are probably all yelling at me. As I said planks, but I really needed beams. We'll get us about 50 or so here. Let's head back. There's our autosave. Guys, I'm not really sure what the coal's good for. You guys will have to let me know. We'll turn all those into beams. Let's make some, I don't know how many wood floors that's going to make. Probably a couple, right? Just one. Okay. So let's go over here. Where do we need these? Technically, that's still sticking out a little bit, so we probably should widen that up. Let's go over here first. I only got 2 of these, so. Alright. We got some wood floors. Try to do it the opposite way here to get it. It actually doesn't look bad because I can't see the clipping. And it's like that. This is probably the easier way to do this. Alright, let's put this back down. Is that where it was? Alright, okay. We've got a bunch of dirt here, and then only coal's going over here, right? I'm not sure what the coal's good for. The dirt I know we can sell. $850. All right. We are starting to get into a little bit of pay dirt down here. that went south very quickly. go ahead and dump. I don't think this is completely full. We might be able to do one more. Yeah, let's do one more. It looks pretty full, but when you look at the gauge there, it says it's not that full. Keep wanting to hit shift when I'm just driving now. Need to probably go back this way a little bit, but I do want to start getting into some of this pay dirt. Still no gold or anything, just dirt. $900 coal. try to get down in this. Should we try to get down in there for some pay dirt, or keep going a little wider at first so we don't get stuck? I don't know. What do you guys think? A little wider, or? Not sure if we got some pay dirt this time or not. I was trying to. We can handle one more bucket. That made the tire squat. So the coal looks like it goes this way a little more. All right, this is pay dirt. Also, there is a big pile of dirt there that where we missed or whatever. Yeah, it's a lot of pay dirt that we didn't make it in the bucket there. Now are we able to throw this in there? Does that work that way? Okay. We can feed it in there by hand. Okay, so we are starting to get some ores now, which is very nice. We're getting our dirt over here, which we can sell. Now are we still getting, I mean, I'm sure we're still getting our coal. Yeah, we're over 1,000. Because I'd rather start getting pay dirt for now, so that we can start getting some smelters going. Okay. All right. Probably look a lot better if we had wood floors on this part. Can we snap them in now? We can. If we were good enough, we could anyway. Okay, that looks a little better. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get some trees off camera here. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and be on the lookout for episode 3, technically, even though we restarted here. I'm going to get we want to get some a smelter going, right? Maybe, I don't even, do we need a concrete mixer? I don't know. We definitely need a smelter, which is 15 grand, at least one. Probably wouldn't hurt to start generating maybe some oil, for some cash. Let's get this dropped down here. Do we got room? We do. So we don't have much of anything here. I'm not sure what we do with some of the stuff, but so what we can do is we can just make this a 10. We could do gold. We don't have any iron. Okay, it doesn't do anything with the silicon, it does, but the ruby and the diamond ore it does not. So I think we need this for that, right? And diamonds. Okay, there we go. We're starting to produce some stuff. Guys, until next time, have fun gaming. I am out of here.